afternoon. Gosh, it's noisy down here. Today is the 4th of April. It is Easter Saturday, and here we are in the town centre of Eastleigh for the Eastleigh Town Centre car show. I think that's what it's called anyway. It's run by the same people as the Port Solent event, and they'll also be running an event tomorrow at Alton at the Departure Lounge, where I will also be. So we're doing well in the last week, viewers. Lots of events by the same organisational team. I do apologise for the noise in the background. There's nothing I can do about that. I would rather they weren't playing music because of copyright, but we don't have a choice in that matter. So we will start off over here. We've got some interesting trikes. This one's created a 3-seater, and it's got a manual gearbox as well. That must be entertaining to drive, viewers. I don't think we'll try that, and it probably won't end well for me if I do. We've also got this other one here. Now, I have seen this before, I think even at Loxheath. Well, yes, it's probably right, because it says the Loxheath Classic Car Club on there, so I think that's probably where I've seen it before. Again, we won't be able to go on that, viewers. It does look mildly terrifying. Interesting sort of control down there. Just fight our way through the crowd and have a look at this Lexus LS 400 we saw actually last week at Port Solent. I think this is about a 2000, and I think someone's changed the wheels recently. Maybe I'm wrong, but I haven't seen those wheels in this car before. But again, that could be a mistake, like so much. Ooh, and yes, viewers, a beige leather interior with wood. Do like a nice beige leather interior, because I mean, that's exactly what we like to see at an event like this. Sort of brightens up the area outside the bus station. Oh, viewers, and now we've got this very, very nice SL320. We've seen this many times before, and we do like it a great deal. And yes, it does have a beige leather interior with wood. I seem to remember this is an R129, and it's about 1996, something like that, 97. It's a facelift one. We do like that, viewers. We kind of like this Lexus more, though, viewers. I think that's more to my taste, but I also like the Mercedes. This Bentley Bentayga, I don't really know. It's just kind of here. I mean, I'm not a massive fan of things like this, really, viewers. It's very, 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 very expensive. This is a 2016 W12 engine. Right next to this Triumph TR6. Look at the size difference between the Triumph and this Bentley Bentayga, viewers. Goodness me. Right, so local plate to the area on this TR6. On Porter plate, actually, PO. 7071 on a J. It's quite cramped up here, viewers. There are a lot more cars than I was expecting to see here today. I wasn't invited to display today because until very recently we lived in Eastleigh. So I was invited to display here, but the Nissan Sunny is currently away having a clutch, so that's not going to work very well. Next we've got this very, very late Ford Cortina Mark V. 82 only on a Y. I don't know what level of specification this is. I suspect, let's have a look inside. I think this is GL, actually, with a wooden dashboard. It's not a gear, but why there are gear badges on it and some other things, but it is I think a GL, probably a 1.6 or a 2 litre possibly. Next we've got a couple of Mark III Capris. We like Mark III Capris, viewers. This one, I've actually seen this like Shambolic before or something. This has a very similar feel of the show to Collectively Classics car show at Shambolic that happens every August. It's very similar to that. Gosh, that music is so loud. Anyway, this one is being modified. Are those Sierra Cosworth wheels, viewers? So 485 on a B, probably a 2.8. This one's definitely a 2.8, viewers, because it says on the back. Obviously, I prefer this one because it's, I think, largely unmodified. This has got a local plate to the end. OT used to be a plate from down near Salisbury or Bournemouth. I think this is injection special due to the interior. Very nice fog lamps too. Next we've got this Rover 2200 TC. I think we saw this actually pretty recently, viewers. Someone's been waiting down there a long time. It's been painted by Ulrich Goldfinger or something. Anyway, what's this? A 73, 74 on an M. Gosh, another Portsmouth plate, BP. This car's not gone very far in its life, has it? I forget the name of this colour view. It's not blaze red, because that was a sort of more like Austin colour, but it's similar to that. And then, of course, something else that's going up in value as I'm walking around it. This Mark 1 Escort 2-door. What specification this is, I don't know. Obviously, we've had substantial modifications since this rolled out of the factory in around 1972. Probably a bit more powerful and a bit faster. And then we've got the Corsair. I quite like Corsair's views. I mean, obviously the V4 models weren't nearly as quiet as the advertisers said they were. This is a very late one, 6970 on an H. Is that a beige leather interior, viewers? No, it's not. It's got some wood though. It's like a 2000 GT or something. I think probably we've had a bit more power in here than the standard V4 would have been. And next we've got this Fiesta with some interesting seats in it. So this is before the Super Sport and before the XR2. This is a pre-facelift one. I think the bumpers have probably been changed on this actually. Ooh, that's not crashing advances. It's a 1.3S, but obviously it's been modified. It looks pretty good, viewers. Look at the size of that exhaust. But that's a bit faster than the old Kent engine in there. Then we've got this 67 Beetle. I think we've seen this before, like last weekend somewhere. Fortunately, I go to so many car shows in the area that I forget exactly where I've seen things sometimes. Then this 1980, 81 911 SC with sort of Golf racing colours. And of course, a lovely Escort RS Cosworth, viewers. I don't know about these wheels so much, but we do like a nice Cosworth, viewers, on this channel. That one's got an interesting shifter on it. I wonder if this has got even more performance than the original ones. Again, Old Hampshire Plate, HO, 1993, an early one actually. It's got airbag steering wheel in here. I thought only the later ones had airbag steering wheels. Maybe I'm wrong, viewers, about like so many things in life. Obviously, rear wheel. This is got the powertrain underneath of the old Sierra Cosworth, but with the body of an Escort on it. It makes it quite interesting, really. I don't know about this wrapped out Audi S5, viewers. It's not really the sort of thing that I'm fussed about. But what about this 1994 Mustang? Again, we've seen this before, and again, this is on a local plate. So someone who's imported it at some stage. So never sold them over here, of course. Someone's imported this. They're not actually worth that much money. These are surprisingly kind of affordable things. Next, we've got a very, very small Isetta. I got offered Joe one of these views, and I said no, because I don't want to die in a BMW Isetta with terrible brakes. Anyway, a Chimera with the Fiesta Mark III rear lights, viewers, of course. I wonder if we'll have any more of these TVRs around here. What's that, 1996-7 on the P. Next you've got an 8L Audi S3. Quite like this view actually. I mean it's quite an interesting car to see. Six-speed gearbox, very nice. It's basically a facelifted one, probably about 2000, something like that. And then a co-replica. Oh yes, no one's having owns this. He goes to few sometimes. Very expensive. So even if it's a replica, they're not cheap cars at all. These. It's on a 13 plate. And then this XJ40 pickup. That is extraordinary, viewers. I mean, we like XJ40s, but not so sure about this version, dude. We do still have a nice interior. This is the cloth interior, so I imagine that this is something like it's an H, so it's right on the cup of the facelift. It's got the normal dials in it, so I'll say this is probably just a 3.2, but I could be wrong. And something that's going up as I'm walking around it is this 86 Escort van that's had the RS Turbo treatment. Yes, there we go. So nice and fast, big wheels, Recaro seats in there. I think they are from an RS Turbo. It's not bad actually. You know, a lot of people just think that's a normal, I don't know, 1.3 Escort van. It's also got some accommodation in the back if you fancy getting a bit tired. It's what I call in the back at a show, which I approve of views very much. So I do get tired at car shows sometimes. Pontiac Firebird, very late one. They stopped in 2002. This is a 2001-2 registration. The thing I'd say about these is that, like so many vehicles from General Motors design in the 90s, the interior plastics aren't necessarily the best. I found that out when I drove an Impala recently. Not necessarily the best, but nice styling. Like that is. Right, so we're going to go through here. Gosh, this is absolutely packed here. It's crazy. Wow. It's been featured in magazines. This is a Crown Victoria, but it's not the thing I know. It's a 1952 Crown Victoria. Crazy. Is that a base leather interior, viewers? I mean, we kind of like that, just with the base leather interior. I don't think the original engine transmission are in here somehow. Where are all the instruments? There's nothing. Oh god. Is that legal? Next we've got another Ford from the early 50s, this 54 F100. That colour is really extraordinary, I could quite like it. Next we've got this this mini van, very late one, like right at the end. So last year production was 82, but this is on a Y, so one of the very last of them. This has been obviously modified, it's been blinged up a bit, but yeah, it's still got the features that you expect from a minivan. Those house-style door handles and the sliding windows and the exposed hinges and the pressed metal grille, which I've left alone actually. But I appreciate that, viewers, very much. I appreciate somebody just leaving it alone like that. Next, you've got a Fiat 600. That's very nice. Local plate again. AA was Southampton back in the day. Which right-hand drive? That's extraordinary. Isn't it? Have a look at the tag. It says 71, but I don't know about that, viewers. It might be any age, really, couldn't it? Unless you know about the facelifts of the Fiat 600, which I do not, viewers, because I am ignorant. Anyway, we've got this lovely Mini here from the rear wiper. This is a Sprinzel Mini. It's very unusual. It was registered in 1973 on this incredibly short plate TLO 2M. Wooden picket did the interior modification. And we've got a grille, I think, which is off something like a Viva HB. No, sorry, that's not off a Viva HB. That's off like a Ventura or something, isn't it? So like an FV Ventura. I could be wrong. And we've had lots of work. That thing would have been incredibly expensive at the time, I'm sure. And another late minivan, another one that's been sort of customised quite a lot. Iron Art Design. Yep, we've still got the good old pressed steel grille on the front. And the other features I mentioned. And then we got a Baja Beetle. I think this was a sale recently, this particular one. And then it wasn't actually that much, it might be another one. But I was surprised how these can be reasonably affordable. As a 6970 on an H. And then we got this Beetle that I've seen at Port Saling before. This one, like the orange Rover 2200, this is from the same sort of era, 73, 74. And then we've got this car, which I've seen actually at the local show that happens, called the Concord Classics show, which happens in September. This is a 2004 RX-8. I think it's the 231 horsepower, this one, rather than the lesser power one. It looks like it's been really pampered, though, actually. Next, we've got this, well, whatever this was. I don't know, viewers. I don't think I've got much to say about that particularly. It's probably just like a 1.1 TU, but it's had this extraordinary homemade body kit on it. Yes, this is just insane. Everything's so cramped together. It's quite interesting, but in terms of like getting around stuff, it's worse than we only see on a Saturday. Anyway, we've got this Mark III MG midget here, 72, 73 on an L. I've driven one of these views, the 68, which I think has the same engine gearbox in it, which means, you know, slightly dodgy brakes because there's no servo and no cigarette on first, which means they're very tricky to drive, and also getting in and out can be a challenge. Next, we've got this extraordinary Mini that was covered like no distance at all from where it registered at Ralph's Garage in Chandler's Fall, but what, 2 miles from here? I think this is a 1995. It's been in with family. I think this is almost new, and it's totally standard. I think it's had some light restoration on it, but there we go. It's just extraordinary. Obviously Ralph's Garage is long gone. Let's have a look at the year. I'm sure it's a 95. Sorry, it's a 94. I do apologise. It's a 95 model year. Goodness gracious me. Then we've got this sort of late 70s Mini. It's sort of like a sort of 79 to 80. Back in the sort of 80s, 90s, loads of them look like that. Then we've got something a bit more powerful, Audi RS6. That looks quite fast, viewers. Don't know whether we'd actually be able to cope with the insurance bill or something like that, but there we go. Personally, I prefer this very nice Jaguar here. That is really nice. I think this is a 240 actually. It would say somewhere, I don't know in the back actually, it's a 240. Oh my gosh, this is dark green with a beige leather interior and wood. Oh, I'd like that, views. Would you like a nice beige leather interior, views? It is a 240. How did I get that right? Another local plate, PO Old Portsmouth plate, 6768. 240s were the sort of stripped out, decontented Mark II models that came in after Mark II production actually ended for a couple of years. The Jaguar saloon lineup in the late 60s was incredibly confusing with all sorts of overlap and duplication. Next you've got this Ford F100 again. Truck has been missing views, but I just don't think it matters too much. Wow. And then we've got this Mini. Now it looks a little bit like a Mark 1 with that script on the back, but it's not. It's got what Mark is about a Mark 4 or something, 8081. Oh, someone's put a beige leather interior in it. And a wooden steering wheel. We do approve, viewers. That makes me feel happy.
Oh my gosh.
With my Speedwell. And a little 500, wow. So it's 600 out of 500. I don't think I've seen 2 before in a show for a while. Again, this is even less easy to get into than the 600. So it's a 71, I think, this. Nice looking car. And a 2011 Bentley Continental Super Sports. Like the colour, views.
If I had an information camera.
But I think I prefer this, views. A Lotus Carlton. Don't mind if I do, views. We like these, don't we? We like these an awful lot. Sultan of Brunei liked them so much he bought 3. And he had one painted a unique silver, which we saw at the auction restoration show recently. Very, very nice, viewers. We like that a lot. We like that very much. I was bought that. Hello to at LC810G on Instagram. Got some more conventional stuff as well. I've just spotted something that we're going to get to in a minute. 79 to 80 MGB. Looks sort of reasonably standard this. Someone's not played around with the wheels or the bumpers or the interior, which normally happens a lot on these. I understand why, but I quite like them as standard like this. Then we've got a 2004 to 5 W30 MR2 this one is. It's quite nice actually. It's a late one, production finished for next year. I won't repeat what it says in the back there, viewers, because some people have delicate ears. And then we have this replica Metro 6R4. Now this is not a real one. It's a very impressive sort of homemade job. This has a V6 in it, it's a Toyota one, and these are MR2 wheels. Thank you to Mr. Waters from Scottish Car Enthusiast and Trains TV, or I think it's now called David Skoda Adventures, for letting me know what exactly these wheels are off. It looks very much like a 6R4, but it's not. It's a very impressive way of getting a 6R4 without having to pay 6R4 money. And then we like this view. Look at this. It's a pre-facelift Ford Fiesta Mark III gear. It's a 1.3i. It's 92.93 on a K. We quite like these viewers. This is an automatic as well. I think it's a CVT. This is the sort of stuff we like to see very, very much, viewers. Next, we've got this Volvo BTCC replica 850 estate, very late 850 UB 1996, I think, on a P. Not a real one. I do apologise. It's actually a V70. This. So it'd be about 97 then. It's confusing. It says 850 on it, although it is a V70. We got this Mark 11 Civic. We like Mark 11 Civics. I'm not quite sure about the livery or anything on there or stuff, but I quite like it anyway. And then we've got some Mustangs. We've got 3 of them today. Current generation ones with a nice 5-litre V8. I think personally I prefer the yellow one, just simply because it's different from all the black ones. And then a 66 Mustang. Which one's better, the new ones or the old one? Answers in the comment section below, viewers. There's actually more stuff here than I thought there'd be. And we've got this incredibly late pickup that's got Austin badges on it. Now, these were sold on the Austin and Morris badges. They are a version of the Mark I A55 that was discontinued in 1958, but the commercial was continued until 1973. This is a sort of 70-71 on a J, and you can see the 50 style all over it, although this is a thing of 70, which is crazy, really. Right, next row, viewers, we'll go and have a look at this Volvo 144. This is a pre-facelift one. The facelift was actually curved, I think, late 71, early 72, but this is just before that. Again, we like seeing stuff like this. That is a very pleasing thing for me to see. Also like, of course, these Vauxhall VXR8s. You've got 3 of them here. How many of them were at Port Solent last week? I don't know. I can't remember what all registration numbers are. They seem to be mainly either black or red. That's all sort of all they are, really. It's not seen any other colours. It's not fall over here, viewers. That'd be bad. Still haven't fallen over doing a Shambolic. I fell over the other day doing something else, but that doesn't count. Nice tasty V8 in there. Also got more TVR action in here. Chimera 500 in yellow, late Chimera because of the rear lights. Forget what engine's in this. I think it's a 5-litre Rover V8, but I could be wrong. Like I'm about to say many things. Next we've got this Minor 1000. So the wipers meet in the middle. Now this suggests this car is about 1960, something like that. I will check on the information sheet around there. The ones that came in 62 with the 1098cc engine, they had the wipers on that actually work conventionally. Right, let's have a look at this. To 58, it wasn't too far off. My grandfather's car that he had in the late 50s was one of these. He bought it in 58. Then we've got this Escort RS 2000 facelift one, 78, 79 on a T. That's very valuable, viewers. This Escort Estate does probably not have the original CVH in it, does it? course it doesn't. We've got something rather more fruity going on here. It's unfortunate, but it's suffering the same fate as a lot of other escort estates suffered back in the day. I suppose that'll be addressed at some point. It's 384 on an A, and the RS600 badging suggests to me we've got an engine out of an RS600i. Is that a fair speculation? Z28 Camaro, 1996 catfish Camaro. These are called. You sort of see why by the headlights at the front. Very similar to the Firebird. I think the same engineering really. Just depends what you prefer. Although you can't buy a Firebird anymore, but of course you can buy a Camaro. I think still. 2018 Mustang. Another one of the same sort of era. And an Anglia. Now, is this a 123 or 105E years? As we look at the back, and it might say. Because the Anglia Super is a 123E. It's deluxe, just a 105E with some actual mini light wheels, not mini style wheels, they're just mini light wheels. Which, it's the first time I've actually seen real mini lights in quite a long time. But lots of cars have the imitation ones. These ones are real. Right, let's get up through here before I get abused again by people who think I'm in their way. Right. Very, very nice Impreza. We like it, viewers. This is a first generation one. Is this a Turbo 2000, viewers? I don't know. Could be. I mean, no plate permit is correct. That's a personal plate, so I don't know exactly what year it is, but yeah, there we go. What is this thing here?
We work on Tim's over there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's standard. Okay, it's standard. Right. Probably from the 30s, but judging by sort of various cues of it. Not really know anything about stuff like this, viewers. My ignorance is strong. GMC pickup from 1951. I've seen a lot of the American stuff at local shows, but not this. Perhaps we'll see this tomorrow up at Alton, I don't know. Trying to fall over here, viewers. This thing is insane. It's a Lincoln Premier from 57. Look at the size of this engine, a 360 cubic inch, 300 horsepower V8. And just all the Americana you could ever want. Look at this interior. Goodness me. Look at that brake pedal. There's just literally two pedals that are put together. And this absolutely insane Continental kit on the back. Wow, I mean that's not going to fit in standard parking space, is it, viewers? Right, let's go and have a look at something else that won't fit in standard parking space. Right, viewers, we did promise you something that didn't fit in a normal parking space. I think we've delivered. Look at this Cadillac. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Wow. I think this is like a Fleetwood Brougham d'Elegance or something like that. I'm not really sure about these. It dates from about 1988, 89, something like that. I can barely get this in the frame. Right, viewers, the Visit Eastleigh people are here. Just over Swan Centre, which is part of which stands on the same land where Benny Hill's dairy where he worked. Yes, he worked in a dairy in Eastleigh. It was just over there. That song Ernie, the fastest motorman in the West, was actually autobiographical. Who knew that? We're going to have a look at the blue plaque a bit later on to prove that. But anyway, we're down here. We'll have a look at some fast modern things like this Porsche Cayman GT4. Aston Martin DB11. We quite like this view. I'm not so sure about the Porsche. It's a bit sort of loud for me, but quite like an Aston Martin views, of course, because we try to have, you know, non-questionable taste in cars, but that doesn't really work most of the time. Gosh, it's pretty crammed in here as well. Got this Lamborghini that I don't know anything about, in a colour that I don't really understand what's going on. Never mind views, we're not even going to speculate about that. There's a more affordable Aston Martin here, because I think this is a Vantage or it's a DB9. I'm very bad at this sort of thing, because I should not really be let near anything like this whatsoever, should I? Because my information is terrible. Next we've got this, I'm going to stand up here, see if we can get over here without falling over. Yes, viewers, we managed not to fall over. Right, we've got this 1976 Dino 308 GT4. I thought the early ones of these didn't carry Ferrari badges. Obviously I'm wrong, like I am about so many things. Engine in the middle, there we go. Ooh, very, very nice. Biscuit leather interior, viewers. Very nice. We quite like that, viewers, actually. Quite like that a lot. 24 plate Porsche Cayman, sort of slightly ugly looking thing. It's not very fond of that colour scheme, viewers. I mean, I prefer this 911 Turbo here. This is a 996 facelift. That's better, isn't it? Wheels are enormous on this. Seems quite an old car, but absolutely huge. Right, just try not to fall over here, viewers. It's quite easy to do that. Yep, turbo, quad exhaust, and another Aston Martin. The F1 edition. It's nice and quick then. Right, let's go and find that blue plaque and then we will finish here. Right, viewers, as you can see, there we go. It says Benny Hill 24 to 92, comedian of national acclaim, only the fastest motorman in the West began his career and he worked here at Hans Dairy, which is true. Right, viewers, that's enough local history for one day. Thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video and leave a comment below. We shall see you tomorrow for some more incorrect information.